Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about happiness. Yes, happiness. I know some of you might be asking, well Ash, do we really need to talk about happiness? Girl, yes. In the day and age that we live in today, a lot of people are just genuinely not happy. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through some tips and tricks on how to actually live a more happy and fulfilled, better life, starting from today. Happiness begins with you, on the inside, projecting all that positive energy into your life every single day. So in this video, we're going to be breaking it down in a very simple format to ensure that you're living to your best and highest potential every single day. As usual, this video will be broken down into various video chapters for your ease and convenience. Grab a cute drink, a pencil and a paper, and let's get right into cultivating happiness. So before we start the video, I got a lot of questions from you guys about water intake, and I just wanted to share the water bottle that I use to actually ensure I get my daily water intake. This water bottle is just under a liter of water, and basically all I do is I fill it up 3 times a day, and I know I've gotten my water intake. I highly recommend that you invest in a water bottle that just allows you to track how much water you're getting on a daily basis. Trust me, water intake is so incredibly important. It helps your hair, your skin, your nails, your overall mood, and just makes you more happy during the day. All right, enough chatting, let's get right into it. Chapter number 1, prioritizing things during your day that are meaningful to you. So what I want you to do is, using your pencil and paper, write down a few things that are meaningful to you. Now really think about this, right? So what are things that you just genuinely enjoy doing? Whether that's making a matcha latte in the morning, it might be reading for 20 minutes, it might be taking a bubble bath once a week, it might be buying yourself flowers, just little things that you like to do for yourself that make your life a little bit better. And now what I want you to do is look at that list and find ways on how you can implement those into your day-to-day life. A lot of the times, because we're so busy with everyday life, we forget the little things that actually make us happy. The little tiny moments, whether that's sitting in your bed and just breathing for a second, or going for a walk instead of driving to a certain location, but just little things in your life that can increase your happiness and increase your mood. Maybe you're a very social person and you like to see your friends, but you don't often make time to see your friends. So this might be something that you want to prioritize going forward, making that time to spend with the people you love. Perhaps you like reading, but you just can't find the time to sit and read an entire book. Perhaps you can look into shorter books, small poems, etc. that can fill in that gap for you and essentially just allow you to have 10 minutes a day where you're dedicating to something like that actually makes you happy. The whole purpose around this concept is what I call intentional living. Intentional living is the concept of essentially just being in the present moment when you're living in your everyday life and ensuring that you're capitalizing on happy moments that you can create for yourself. And this ties into romanticizing your life, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here for you. But essentially what it is just ensuring that you're allowing yourself to actually be happy in your everyday life and making time for it. Guys, look, if you can spend time watching 5 episodes of Pretty Little Liars, you can definitely spend time enjoying life for yourself. Cultivate that happiness. Create little moments for yourself to have happiness. And that starts with the very, very small things in life. There is so much beauty in finding happiness in the very, very little things that you do on an everyday basis. So I highly recommend that you write this list of very small things that make life meaningful to you, and then you implement that into your everyday schedule to ensure that you're intentionally living and increasing your happiness. Recognize that there are no such thing as perfect moments. There are just moments, and you can make those moments perfect by prioritizing what's meaningful to you and what makes you happy. Remember, the more happy that you are in your everyday life, the more you can project that into other people. The more that you can project that into your work or your school or the goals that you have for yourself. So ensuring that you're happy and in a positive state is so crucial to your journey. So by implementing these little tips and tricks, you'll be able to actually achieve that and have continuous happiness. And I know it's really hard sometimes with life and with the highs and the lows, but at the end of the day, you have to prioritize this for you. You have to spend time to actually implement these little habits into your life to ensure that you're prioritizing your happiness. Chapter number 2, stop caring what other people think about you. Okay, I get it. In high school, university, college, etc., it's so hard not to think about what other people think of you, especially in the world we live in with so many bullies and people that just genuinely are so mean. But I want you to remember who you are. I want you to remember that at the end of the day, the perception that these people have of you are based on their own morals, values, and principles and experiences that they've had in their life. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Only you know who you are as a person, and that's all that matters. You need to prioritize yourself. Prioritize what makes you happy. Prioritize the things that are meaningful to you, because at the end of the day, it's better to live for yourself than to live for other people, because that kind of thing can really stop you from achieving your goals. Who cares what people have to say about you? Who cares if people laugh at you? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, you know who you are, and that's all that matters. And yes, it's easier said than done, but honestly, as you grow and you continue on your personal growth journey, it's going to be so much more easy for you to be able to navigate this kind of thing. I know there are times, even me growing up in high school, I used to think people would laugh at me or people would be mean. Even making YouTube videos right now, I'm like, oh my gosh, people must be so mean. But at the end of the day, you know what? All that matters is that you're doing something for you and you find meaning in it and you find happiness in it. And that is all that matters. What I recommend if you're really struggling with what people think about you and you're really struggling with kind of tearing down that wall and ensuring that you're actually pursuing your goals is to recognize the positives of your life. Recognize how many people are there that support you. Recognize how many friends you have that do care about you, that do love you, and recognize the love that you have for yourself. Because at the end of the day, the person that will always, always, always love you the most is yourself. So you have to cultivate that beautiful relationship with yourself and feel whole in who you are. Feel whole in your ability to tackle things, in your ability to pursue the goals and dreams that you have, because at the end of the day, you are your own best friend. Whenever you feel down, just remember how much you've gone through. Remember how many things that you fought through. Remember all the days that you had bad days and how you got out of that. And you pursued and you persevered and you became the person you are today. And you're going to continue to grow. And at the end of the day, your happiness matters. So prioritize the things that matter to you. And yeah, people are going to judge. People are going to be mean. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you want to dance in the rain, go dance in the rain. If you want to wear a neon pink shirt into a store, go and do it. Do whatever makes you happy and brings meaning into your life, because that is at the end of the day, to its core, the most important thing that you can do for yourself. One quote I live by in my life when it comes to people and judgment is that a lot of the times people's opinions of you don't have a lot to do with you. It has to do with them, their insecurities, things that come up for them. And all you can do is just wish them luck, wish them well, and continue to do things that matter to you. And when you live in this mindset of recognizing that the opinions of other people are truly just their own opinions based on their own morals and values, it relieves that side of you and just allows you to live a happier life, a more fulfilled life where you're just focused on yourself, you're focused on the things that make you happy, and you can pursue your dreams and goals. Another tip I can give you here when it comes to other people is stopping your people-pleasing tendencies. If you're a person that likes to people-please, stop people-pleasing. At the end of the day, recognize why you want to people-please. You want to people-please because you want people to like you. The right people that are meant to be in your life will love you for who you are. There is no need for you to change yourself, please somebody, act in a different way, and remove your own happiness for somebody else to like you. Be yourself. Be who you are. Be true to your nature and what makes you authentically you. And that's when your happiness and the true you will shine through and the right people will be gravitating towards you. Chapter number 3, be careful who you give your time and energy to. Guys, I cannot say this enough. Energy is extremely contagious. Ensure that you are aware of who you give your energy to, when, and why. Because at the end of the day, people's energies will leech onto you like no other. So you have to prioritize whose energy you allow yourself to be in the space of and who you give your energy to. Back in my meditation video, I showed you guys this chart right here with energy frequencies. And it's normally optimal to be in your high energy frequencies, but recognize the people that you're around and how they make you feel. Recognize, does their energy drain you, or do they give you more energy? Is it a balanced relationship? Do you actually leave meeting that person feeling content and happy, or do you leave feeling drained and exhausted and your social battery is down to absolutely zero and unfulfilled? Recognize what that does to you. Recognize how you feel about it. And then what you can do is essentially just filter through your life to see who you're going to give your energy to and whose energy you're willing to receive. Also, remember that happiness is extremely contagious. So you being happy or other people around you just being extremely happy and having that positive energy will really have positive effects on you and will allow you to kind of cultivate that energy and project it into the things that matter to you. Happiness is something that flows into every single part of your life. It flows into your relationships because you're able to actually pour into other people. It flows into your school because you'll actually be able to have energy to go and do your best at that. It flows into work and cultivating the relationships with your coworkers, as well as just investing in the work that you do. It pours into your hobbies and allows you to just enjoy things that make you happy. And lastly, it pours into yourself, because the happier you are and the more content you are with your life, the more you'll be able to be stable. And if you are somebody that's dating, you'll be able to raise those dating standards and allow you to just be able to attract the right people in your life. At the end of the day, happiness starts with you. It begins from the very, very deep core of yourself. And therefore, it's so important to cultivate a relationship with yourself first. Cultivate a happy relationship with yourself to allow you to really just embrace all of the happiness that is really around you. Remember all of the little things in your life that can truly bring you happiness that sometimes we overlook. As easy as you going outside to your garden and looking at the beautiful plants growing, or maybe going to a cafe and getting a drink that's just meaningful to you. All of these little things can bring you happiness. Recognize them today. Alright, so that is the end of our video today on happiness and how to really cultivate it in your life. I hope this was a helpful video to help you really navigate through this idea of happiness. You know, it's such a big word, but like, how do we actually implement that into our daily lives? I hope this gave you a little bit of motivation and some tips and tricks on how you can implement this into your life starting today. I believe in you, I know you can do it, and I'll see you next time.